Hey everybody, my name is Michael Vuong. I am the Clubhouse Director for Boys and Girls Club of San Francisco, Tenderloin Clubhouse. And we're trying to do some intro videos for our staff, so here is my video. We went on Google Classroom recently to ask some of you guys some questions that you have about us as a staff members. And so this is me answering some of those questions. So question number one, what physical wellness have you done since quarantine? So you know that we've been in quarantine, we've been in shelter in place for the last 12 or so weeks. And I got to be really honest, I haven't done a lot of physical activity. I probably don't walk as much as I should, but things that I know I've been trying to do more recently is I bought a brand new water jug to remind me to drink more water. And so I make sure I drink at least one of these from top to bottom every single day. One thing I've been trying to do more is I have a lot of meetings, unfortunately, and I try to spend time at least getting up between meetings. Sometimes I'll turn my camera off and stand up during the meeting. I'll stretch. And so those are some of the small things I know I'm doing. And you're absolutely right. If you're thinking, Mike, you need to go for some walks, you're right. I'll start going for some walks. Question number two, are there hobbies you started since quarantine? I can't say I started any new hobbies, but what I have done is try to find time in my schedule to number one, find some new TV shows that I like. I think I probably shouldn't spend so much time watching TV, but it's nice to be able to do that every once in a while. And so I've been watching a show on HBO called Westworld, and that's one of my new favorite shows right now. I've also spent more time doing virtual hangouts with friends of mine. Just like you, I haven't seen my friends in a really, really long time. And doing things like Zoom with my friends is a great way for me to still see them and connect with them. What do you do when you're off work? Great question. I actually have a pretty large family, and so I do spend a little bit of time with my family. Probably should spend more. I kind of talked about the Zoom hangouts with my friends. I think one thing I've been trying to do more of is playing video games. When I talk to some of you guys tell me you guys are playing NBA 2K and Fortnite and stuff like that. And, learning to play some of those games might be a way for me to kind of hang out and connect with you guys more. Are you reading any books? So, uh, I can't say I love reading books too much, but one thing I do love is reading graphic novels. And so one of the things I'll show you right now is one of my favorite graphic novels. It's a Justice League of America called Tower of Babel, and it is a Batman-centric story that talks about how the villain of the story kind of stole plans from Batman to use against him. And it's a really good story. But I've been reading a lot of graphic novels. I still got more that I need to read, and so that's what I've been spending some of my time with. Do you like working at the club and why? I love this question. I love working at the club. I cannot wait to reopen the Tenderloin Clubhouse to see you guys in person, to provide quality programs in person, and see you guys. That's probably one of the hardest things for me right now is spending 12 weeks without being able to see the people that I love seeing so much. And so I can't wait to open up the club. I love working at the club because it gives me an opportunity to make a real change and make a real impact. Um, you guys, when you guys get older, will have an opportunity to change the world. And I can't wait to see you guys do those things. But you're not going to know what that looks like, how that feels, and how you can do those things without some guidance. And us as staff, it's our job to learn how to guide you so you guys know the power you have as you guys continue to get older. Now, I did want to share a few other things about me just so you kind of know who I am a little bit more. And so if you can tell by looking in the background, I have a really large pop doll collection. I love comic books. I'm a huge geek in that way. And I'll show you two of my favorite pop collections. So this is the original Batman from the animated series. Batman, the animated series, when I was growing up, was my favorite TV show. It spawned into multiple other TV shows, but it is one of the ways that I got introduced to Batman as a character. And the more I read about Batman, the more I watched them, the more I've seen him in TV shows, cartoons, and movies, the more I gravitated to him just because of the kind of person he is. Like, he may not be the nicest person all the time, but he has a huge heart, right? He's adopted several kids and try to guide people and support people. Things that people don't really think about when they think about Batman or Bruce Wayne is the fact that he's has such a strong character. When you watch him interact with some other superheroes, you got to remember Batman has no powers, but a lot of superheroes listen to Batman, and it has nothing to do with how powerful he is, but how much they trust him, and that kind of tells you the kind of person he is. And then my one of my other favorite ones is another Batman. It is a lighter bluish character. This is from a comic book run called Hush, and in that story, also really great. But the artwork in that is amazing. The artwork in that book is done by an artist named Jim Lee, who's actually one of the top people in DC Comics right now. Jim Lee is a phenomenal artist. I follow him on Instagram, and sometimes he does like live drawings, and it's probably one of the coolest things that I've seen. So that's a little bit about me. If you have more questions, definitely put it in the chat below. You can go ahead and put it in the Google Classroom. You can email it. What I'm hoping you'll be able to do is subscribe to our channel, like this video, comment below, and tell us a few things that you didn't know about me that you learned. And maybe also say a question or two that you might want us to answer the next time we do these. So without any further, thank you very much. Hopefully I'll see you guys in live programming. Bye.